Namaste children, welcome to today math class. Till now in fractions and decimal chapter we completed fractions topic. In that fractions we learned types of fractions and different operations of fractions. How we can apply the different operations on fractions. Now today class we are going to learn about decimals. So before going decimals, tell me once where we can use these decimals in daily life. Can we see these decimals anywhere outside? Any real life? Yes, we can see. Suppose if you want to measure the weight of a person, is. Let me see here now. Weight of Ravi. Ravi weight. Let me take 62.5 kg. 62.5 kg. Suppose daily we go to shop and we bring milk. That also we can see in type of decimals now. Quantity of milk, let me see, 2.5 liters. 2.5 liters. Suppose to come to school morning to travel some distance. Yes, that length also we can measure. See that length also. Morning I covered 2.3 kilometers. Morning while coming to school I covered the distance 2.3 kilometers. More we can see. Suppose if we see in bank, if you go to bank, we can see there. In the passbook, we can see 2.50 rupees are credited or debited. Like if you go to stationery, we can see that the cost of pencil is the cost of one pencil is like 3.50 rupees. Yes, weight, liquid, length, rupees. In all the cases, we are applying this decimal concept. We are applying the decimal concept. What is mean by decimals? What is mean by decimals? Decimals are nothing but the numbers which are in the decimal form. Decimals are nothing but the numbers which are in the decimal form. The numbers which are in decimal form. The numbers which are in decimal form are called decimals. Are called as decimals. Example. Let's see some examples over here. Like 15.624. 0.24, 171.226. These are called examples of decimals. The numbers, here we can see the numbers which are in decimal form are called decimals. Now in the decimals, in each decimal we can see two parts. Before the decimal point, we can see that it is whole number part. After the decimal point, we can say that decimal part. So every decimal has two parts. What we can write now? Every decimal, right? Every decimal has two parts. So one is whole number part. One is whole number part. The one more is whole number part and decimal part. Whole number part and decimal part. Point before we call it as whole number part. After the decimal point we call as decimal part. This whole number part, decimal part, both are separating one point, which is called decimal point. What is it, ma? Decimal point. Let's see one example here. 137.965. Now in that, before the decimal point, I said it is whole number part. Let's write what is the whole number part here. Whole number part is equal to how much? 137. And let's see what is the decimal part. Decimal part is, we can write decimal point also, 0.965. That is the way to write what is the whole number part and what is the decimal part. This point is known as decimal point. Whole number part and decimal part both are separated by decimal point. Now let's see decimal fractions. What is meant by decimal fraction? Let's see now. Decimal fractions are nothing but which are having the denominators. Which are having denominators. Denominators are 10, 100, 1000, etc. Or we can say positive integral power of 10. Positive integral power of power of 10. What denominator? Denominator is, if the denominator is containing 10, 100, 1000 like that, we call it as decimal fractions. Example C 13 by 10, where denominator is 10, it is called decimal fraction. 127 by 100, it is called decimal fraction. Even you can say that 131 by 10,000. So like that you can see many examples about decimal fractions. Here you can see the denominators are having positive integral powers 10 power 4, 10 power 2, 10 power 1. Then how can we express this in decimals? If you want to write decimals, we can write now decimal form of 13 by 10. How can I write decimal form of 13 by 10? Write the numerator as it is. In denominator I can see 10, so one digit before keep the point. One digit before keep the point. Similarly, decimal form of 127 by 100 is how much? Write the numerator as it is. In denominator I can see 2 zeros, so 2 digit before keep the decimal point. Then what about this last one? 131 by I can see 10,000. Then what is its decimal form? Decimal form is equal. Write the numerator as it is. In denominator I can see 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. So from back onwards, 4 digit before we have to keep decimal point. 1, 2, 3. One more I want. 4. Yes. We can keep decimal point. If there is no one number part, we can keep 0. This is about what is decimal and what are the parts of decimal. What is decimal fraction? Okay, ma. Let's see now what is meant by decimal places. What is meant by decimal places? Let's see what is meant by decimal places. What is meant by decimal place, ma? Number of digits. Number of digits in a decimal part. Number of digits in a decimal part of given decimal. Of given decimal. Yes. Decimal number which contains both whole number part and decimal part. Here we can count the number of digits only in decimal part. The number of digits in decimal part of the given decimal is called as decimal places. Let's see some example now. 5.67. It is the decimal number. In decimal part, I can see only 2 digits. Yes, 5.67 has 2 decimal places. What we can say, ma? 2 decimal places. One more you can see. 6.721. In the decimal part, after the decimal point, in the decimal part, I can see 1, 2, 3 digits. So what we can say now? 6.721 has 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places. Sir, what is the importance of these decimal places? Why we need to learn? Yes, I'll tell you. While doing addition, subtraction, comparison, we use this concept decimal places. Listen to this. Right? So now we'll go with like decimals. Like decimals. What is meant by like decimals? Decimals mean decimal numbers which are having same number of Yeah, which are having same number of decimal places. Same number of decimal places. What are decimal places? Number of digits in a decimal part. Let me take one example. 5.62 comma 137.97. Here I can see two decimals. Decimal places in first digit 2. Decimal places in second decimal 2. Yes. Here I have two decimals which are having same decimal places. Same decimal places. They are called like decimals. They are called like decimals. If not, unlike decimals. Now tell me what is meant by unlike decimals now? Unlike decimals are nothing but decimals. Yes, decimals which are having decimals which are having different number of decimal places. If decimals are having same number of decimal places are called like decimals. If they contain different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Example 13.67 comma 147.9. Here I can see decimal places. 13.67 has two decimal places. 147.9 has only one decimal place. Both the decimals are not having the same decimal places. They are having different number of decimal places. So what we can say now? If decimals are having same number of decimals are called like decimals. If they are having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. So what is the importance of this like and unlike decimals in our decimal topics? By using this like and unlike decimal concept, we are going to compare the decimals. Generally, we know how to compare the whole number, but in decimals, for comparison purpose, we need like decimal concept, like and unlike decimal concept. Not only for comparison. See, one thing we use for comparison of decimals, and second thing we use for addition also. For addition also, we need this concept. Not only for addition, even we need for subtraction also. Hope you understood. What is meant by decimal places? Number of digits in decimal part of the given decimal. Like decimals are nothing but containing same number of decimal places. Unlike decimals are nothing but containing different number of decimal places. Hope you understood. Yes, we completed what are the like decimals, unlike decimals, and what is the importance of this in decimal topic. For comparison purpose, additions, subtraction purpose, we need only like decimals. We need only like decimals. If they are unlike decimals, yes. If they are unlike decimals, we have to convert them into like decimals, and then we can apply these two operations. These two, addition and subtraction. Same thing we learned in fractions also. So when we are adding the fractions or subtracting the fractions, we need only like fractions. If they are unlike fractions, by LCM we converted them into like fractions. Similarly, let's see if decimals are unlike decimals. We have to convert them into like decimals. Then we have to apply the operations addition and subtractions. Now let's see how can we convert unlike decimals to like decimals. We have a rule. By keeping zeros to the extreme right of the decimal part of decimal does not change its value. Let's see what is the meaning of this rule. Let me take one example. 0.5. So this 0.5, how can I express in fraction form? 5 by, after decimal point we can see one digit. So we can write by 10. After decimal point 2 digits, 100. After decimal point 3 digits, 1000. 0.5, I got 5 by 10. Now this 5 by 10, denominator and the numerator I want to multiply with 10 and 10. Then see what we get now. 5 tens are, yes, 50, 10 tens are 100. How can I write this 50 by 100? 50. In denominator we have two zeros. So from backwards, 2 digit before, keep decimal point. 0.5. I got 0.50 also. Again next, let me take same 5 by 10. Same 5 by 10. I want to multiply with in 2000. In 2000. Then let's see what we get. 5 into 1000. 5000. 10 into 1000. 10,000. Yes. How can I express in decimals? Yes. 5000. Here in denominator, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 4 digit before, we have to keep decimal point. 4 digit before, we have to keep decimal point. See how I got now? I got same now. 0.5. By multiply this both no changes. 0.5, 0.50, 0.530. Therefore, we got 0.5 is equal, 0.50 is equal, 0.500 is equal. This all same means, see, by keeping zeros to the extreme right of decimal part. Here we can see decimal part, extreme right side is here. By keeping the zeros, is there any changes in value? No changes. 0.5. By keeping extreme zeroing, by keeping zeros to the extreme right side. If decimal part, extreme right side, by keeping 0, it is equal to 0.5. Again by keeping zeros, equal to 0.5. So that is the way we can convert unlike decimals into like decimals. Let's see one example. Example 5.62, comma 13.729. Here I can see two decimals. Both are unlike decimals. The reason is first decimal has two decimal places, three decimal places. Both are having different number of decimal places, so they are called unlike decimals. We have to express into like decimals. How can we express into like decimals now? See, in first decimal I can see two decimal places. Second I can see three decimal places. Maximum three decimal places. Maximum three decimal places. So now try to make each and every decimal which has three decimal places. 5.62. This one as it is 13.729. Reason it has three decimal places. Here I have only two decimal places. How can I make it three decimal places? You just know what we learned. By keeping zeros to the extreme right side of decimal part, there is no change its value. Yes, extreme right side I can keep zeros. There is no change. Now see, point after I can see three decimal places. I can see three decimal places. Now both are like decimals. Once both are like decimals, we can do comparison and we can apply the operations which are addition and subtraction. That is the way we can express unlike decimals to like decimals. Yeah, children, now we'll see how to write the decimals in expanded form. Expanded form. So before going to this, let's recall once what is the place value chart which we learned in 6th grade. What is the place value chart of decimals? You can see first one point which is called as decimal point. What we can call now? Decimal point. So right side of the decimal point, what I said? Right side of decimal point, what we have now? Sorry. We can see one point which is called decimal point. Decimal point. Now after decimal point we call it as decimal part. In the decimal part, first digit is called 10th place. What I said? 10th place. It means 1/10th place. This is also called as 1/10th place. After that, 100th place. After that, 100th place. Means what? 1/100th place. 1/100th place. After that, we call it as 1000th. Sorry, we call it as 1000th place. Nothing but 1/1000. 1/1000 place. Then before the decimal point, we call it as whole numbers. Whole number part. Sorry, which is whole number part. Ones place, and the next one is tens place. Then after that is 100th place, hundreds place, thousands. This all items. This is about place value chart of decimals. Place value chart of decimals. Yes, decimal point, and right side of decimal point we have decimal part. 10th place or 1 by 10th place, 1 by 10 part. 100th place, 1 by 100 part. 1000th place, 1 by 1000 part. So before this decimal point we call it as ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, like that. Now let's see one example. Suppose they give 137.629. 137.629. See, make sure that decimal point after should read individually, separate. Already we learned in previous class. 137.629. Don't read 629. 629. You can read as 137.629. Now try to write this one is in decimal in expanded form. How can we write expanded form? Let's see solution. The given decimal is 137.629. So decimal point before what I said, which is in ones place, tens place, 100 place. After decimal point, first one is 1 by 10 place, 1 by 100 place, 1 by 1000 part. Then we write expanded form. What is the expanded form? Here we can see expanded form is equal to 1 into 100. We can write 1 into 100 plus 3 into 10. We can write 3 into 10 plus 7 into 0, not 0. 7 into 1's place now. 7 into 1 plus 6 into 1 by 10. We can write 6 into 1 by 10 plus 2 into 1 by 100. 2 into 1 by 100 plus 9 into 1 by 1000. 9 into 1 by 1000. That is the way to write expanded form. More you want, we can simplify also. 1 into 100, 100 plus 3 into 10, 30 plus 7 into 1, 7 plus 6 ones are 6 by 10 plus 2 ones are 2 by 100 plus 9 ones are 9 by 1000. That is the way to write. We can write in expanded form. Expanded form. Hope everyone understood. Okay, children. Before going to exercise, let's see few basic units which we already learned in the previous class. We know that 100 paisa. 100 paisa is equal to how many rupee, ma'am? 1 rupee. 100 paisa equal 1 rupee. Then if I want to express pice in terms of rupees, paisa is equal to, 1 paisa is equal to how many rupees? 1. This into 100 if I transpose by 100. 1 by 100 rupee. Keep in mind, 1 paisa is equal to how many rupees? 1 by 100 rupees. This is the way we can do conversion. Right? Suppose example based on this, if they are asking 5 paise, 5 paise, they are asking express 5 paise in rupees. How can I express in rupees, ma'am? Solution. The given 5 paise, they have to express it to rupees. 5 paise is equal to how many rupees? 1 by 100 rupees. Paisa is equal to 1 by 100 rupee. Multiply whole number with numerator. 5 ones are 5 by 100 rupee. So how can I express the decimals? Write the numerator as it is. In denominator I can see 2 zeros. So from back onwards, 2 digit before, keep the decimal point. But here I can see only 1 digit. We keep one more 0. Yes, 2 digit before, keep the decimal point. 0.05 rupees. That is the way we can express paisa in terms of rupees. Paisa in terms of rupees. Then next we will see, ma'am. Suppose in coming to measurement C, now we know that 1000 meter is equal to how many kilometers? 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer means how many meters, ma'am? 1000 meters. Suppose meter, if I want to express into kilometers, meter is equal to 1 by this into 1000 if I transpose by 1000. 1 by 1000 kilometers. Meter is equal to 1 by 1000 kilometers. Similarly, We know comparison between centimeter and meter. Yes. What we know now? 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Now centimeter is equal to how many meters? 1. This into 100 divided transpose by 100. 1 by 100 meter. Centimeter is equal to how much? 1 by 100 meters. Then next we will see now relation between centimeter and millimeter. 10 millimeter is equal to how much? 1 centimeter. 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Now let me write millimeter is equal to 1. This into 10 if transpose by 10. 1 by 10 centimeters. This is the way we can do. In millimeter we can express in terms of centimeter. Centimeter we can express in terms of meter. Meter we can express in terms of kilometers. Then similarly, you know relation between grams and kg. Tell me once. 1000 grams is equal to how many kg? 1 kg. Yes, 1 kg is nothing but 1000 grams. Now this grams, if I want to express in terms of kg, gram is equal to 1 into 1000 if I transpose by 1000. 1 by 1000 kg. 1 gram is equal to how much? 1 by 1000 kg. Hope you understood. Based on this, we start exercise problems now. Yes, children, now see exercise now. Exercise 2.5. First bit you can see which is greater. Here they gave decimal numbers and they are asking which is greater. We know already to identify the greater and smaller we need only like decimals. If the given decimals are unlike decimals, we have to express them into like decimals. Then we can do comparison and we can identify which is greater, which is smaller. Let's see first one now. What they given? 0.8 or 0.88. See, first we have to check both the decimals are like or unlike. Number of decimal places 1. Number of decimal places 2. I mean point after 1 digit, point after 2 digits. Now maximum decimal places 2. Yes, both this I want to express 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places. Yes, it has already 2 decimal places. Right, as it is. How can I express this as a 2 decimal places? Right, in most right side we can keep the zeros. Extreme right of the decimal part of decimal by keeping the zeros, there is no change in the value. Now both the decimals are having 2 decimal places. Now they are like decimals. Once they are like decimals, we can do comparison and we can identify the greater and smaller. So how can we do comparison? First we need to compare the whole number part. What is the whole number part? 0. Whole number part 0. First we have to compare the whole number part. If the whole number part is same, then do comparison of decimal part. In this decimal part, first we have to compare 10th place digit. Which place ma? 10th place digit. What is the 10th place digit? 8. 8. If 10th place digit also same, then do comparison of 100th place digit. 100th place digit is 0. Here 100th place digit is 8. 0, 8. 100th place digits. Whole numbers are same. Then I went to decimal part. In decimal part, I done comparison of 10th place digit. 10th place digit also same. Then I went to 100th place digit. In that 100th place, you can see 0, 8. Which one is smaller? 0 is smaller than 8. So what we can say now? They are asking greater. So this one is smaller, this one is greater. So what we can write now? So 0.88 is greater decimal. Is greater than 0.8. Let's do next one more. Solution 12 or 12.24. First you have to make both the decimals are like decimals. Here no decimal places. Here you can see 2 decimal places. So both we have to make it 2 decimal places. Here already we have 2 decimal places. Here to get the 2 decimal places, should keep 2 zeros in decimal part. Now both are like decimals having same number of decimal places. Now do comparison. First we have to compare the whole number part. 12, 12. Whole number part is same. Then we have to move to decimal part. In decimal part, first we have to compare the 10th place digit. What is the 10th place digit? 0 and 2. Yes, in 10th place you can see 0 small number, 2 greater number. 0 is smaller than 2. So now what is the greater? Yes, so 12.24 is greater decimal, is greater than 12. Yes. Now we'll see one more one. 13 0.71. 13 and 0.71. 13 or 0.71. Two decimal places. Here no decimal places. Here also I want to make two decimal places. Should take the point by keeping zeros. Two zeros you can see. Two decimal places, both of them. Now do comparison. Identify greater. First we will do comparison of whole number part. 13 0. Yes. In whole number part itself, we can identify the greater and smaller. 13 and 0. 0 smaller, 13 is greater. What we can write? 13 0. 0 is the small number. What we can write now? So the given decimal 13 we can say, or 13.00. Both are same only. 13 is greater. 13 is greater. That is the way we need to identify the greater. What we are doing now? First we have to express both are like decimals, then do comparison of whole number part. If the whole number part is same, then go to decimal part, do comparison of their 10th place digit. If 10th place digit are same, do comparison of 100th place digit and so on. That is the way to identify greater and smaller. Hope everyone you understood what are the decimals, like decimals, unlike decimals, what is expanded form, and how we can identify the greater and smaller. So based on this concept, I am giving few homework problems. Homework exercise 2.5. Exercise 2.5. This first bit you can try. First bit you can try all 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So this all you can try homework. Thank you once again. We'll meet next class.